One of the reasons my ex gave for breaking up with me was that he felt like he wasn't getting, quote, girlfriend treatment because I would come over his place and be in a bonnet most of the time. And listen, like when I needed to get cute and we were doing something, like I was getting cute. Like I'm like J-Lo, I don't look how I feel. But for me, I just thought like we were 2 years in, I was comfortable at his place, we would just be chilling. I like to wear a bonnet. So my question is for specifically black women. I'm like big on bonnets and I will not be sacrificing my hair health for any man. Do you guys wear your bonnets around your man, or do you try to like judge it up and look a little more cute and just like be rid of it? Because I can like be flexible about the pajamas. Like I was wearing t-shirts and sweats a lot. Like I can do a cute little pajama set, but as far as bonnets, I just felt like I'm a black woman, like I need that.
One thing women need to understand is men hate ultimatums. If you want to dare a man, give him an ultimatum. A strong-willed man though, he will most likely pick the opposite just to spite you, and he won't care. So you might say, okay, there's no ultimatum given here. She just mentioned that she is, as a black woman, she has to prioritize her. She can't change her hair for any man. I hope I'm phrasing her right.
You try to like judge it up and look a little more cute and just like be rid of it. Because I can like be flexible about the pajamas. Like I was wearing t-shirts and sweats a lot. Like I can do a cute little pajama set, but as far as bonnets, I just felt like I'm a black woman, like I need that.
So she's a black woman, she needs that. The dude doesn't like bonnets. What do? If you truly need that, you will talk to him and you try to explain to him and give him a reason. And if he says no, then it is no. Because if he's supposed to be your leader, he is supposed to say no. If your man doesn't like a bonnet, you ought to listen to him. He doesn't like it. The same way, if you don't like some things about your man, you should tell him, and he should be able to give you a reason why he's wearing it. And just because you like it is not a good enough reason. I would say men generally like your hairs. The more natural they are, they like it. So there's no point in you trying to preserve your hair from him. Why not just tie a ponytail or something? If your hair breaks, you are with him. Whatever. Don't wear it if he doesn't like it. Finish. At least if you don't agree with him, don't just invalidate his reasons. Well, the guy is not here to speak for himself, so we are taking her word for it. I don't know.
We got a toast to your 4 years of abstinence.
Oh, thank you very much. It's not quite 4. It'll be 4 soon.
I'm also practicing it.
Okay.
I'm 6 months in. I was a year, and then I relapsed.
Okay.
I relapsed. So I'm 6 months.
Relapse is crazy.
Okay.
For me.
What made you decide to take that path?
You know, it was something that I never thought I would ever do. You know what I mean? When I walked into my relationship with Christ, I was in my early 20s, and it was one of those negotiations that I thought I was having. Like, listen, Lord, I love you. I'm going to follow you, but this area, I'm going to
run this
you know
up
what I
over
mean?
here.
And I really didn't have any intention on submitting in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the deeper that my relationship has gotten, and, you know, I think that when you when you start abiding in the word, when you really start being in it and reading it for yourself and having your relationship intensify and deepen with the Lord, for me, I have found that I want to be in his will. And whatever that requires is what I am aiming to do, because I want the full blessing of what is on the other side of his promise. I don't want to undermine the blessing that is available to me because I don't have discipline. I got discipline. It's not easy. I wouldn't say like, oh, it's the best thing ever, but it is the best thing ever, because I really believe I will be married again. And I believe that there will be something really beautiful about my husband knowing that I waited for him, that I was intentional, and that I wasn't haphazard, and also that I had faith that we would be together. And for him to have the privilege, hopefully, of being able to have me in that way when we have fully fallen in love with one another.
God does miracles, but God is not a magician. I know they sound alike, but they are not the same. God is not a magician. You follow his rules. He doesn't follow your own. Magicians want to control nature, but who created nature? God. You conform to God, then he blesses you with some miracles if you need it, or rather if he feels you need it. You don't conjure up God's miracle. That's number one. I didn't know who this lady was, so I had to look for her and check who she was. She said she gave her life to Christ in the 20s, quote unquote. I checked her age. She's 53. This woman is not a young woman. In other words, she did what she was supposed to do roughly 30 years after. To me, I can't vouch for her Christianity when she was in her 20s. That is it. I don't believe she was a Christian one bit when she was in her 20s, because you don't negotiate sin with God. You can be in ignorance and still be a Christian. But once you know something is a sin and you purposely do it and you tell God, God, stay aside though, I will continue to do this one. You are not repentant. You are not a Christian. Maybe in her 50s, she's now a Christian. I'm hoping she is, but in her 20s, I don't give any guarantee whatsoever. The problem now is, what she's doing now is roughly, oh, I got into an accident, let me wear a seatbelt, or let me wear a helmet. Oh, I got rabies, let me now go and take rabies vaccine. That's what she's basically doing. You're not saving yourself from anything right now. It's like, what are you doing? What's the benefit of abstinence? Is to keep yourself aside, which is keeping yourself holy for the man that is supposed to be with. You don't go and rub mud on yourself for 30 years and then clean yourself up and say, oh, I've been pure for 2 months. Okay, you have a track record of being in the mud. I'm not saying a man will not overlook some things, but he will still consider your past. So in other words, for the younger ladies who still think they can go through this phase and then come out and hitch up a guy, if you are watching this and you still have that plan, I pray for you that God will not give you an outcome that she is looking for. Because what you are doing is, you know you are doing something that is wrong, and yet you are still going to continue doing it. In other words, she's now sacrificing, because celibacy is a huge sacrifice. It's not something that is small, but she's sacrificing when it is easy for her. It's like a millionaire going to God, that God, I want to sacrifice to you $1,000. Lord, you know how hard it is. $1,000. And this guy gets millions of dollars every month, let's say, giving you $1,000. It's very hard. God, it's very hard. Take this $1,000. That's what she's doing. What she's giving as a sacrifice is costing her little to nothing. Why? Because she has experienced everything that she needs to experience. I wrote some things down. I can't say them off my head. In other words, she, in her current age, her libido is low. The pressure around her to be a responsible 50-year-old is high. There's a lot of shame factor that is making her to conform to this more and more, that is to be celibate. Maybe she has nieces and nephews or brothers and sisters that are looking up to her, and she's like, okay, I can't continue living this way. And maybe even social pressure now that she's becoming a little more Christian. Her priests and the people who are in charge of her life, making sure that she's not in sin, they are probably on her case. So now she's a little more laid back. The high fear of reality, which is, I may actually not find somebody before I die, kind of thing. All the experience she has had, which means she has experienced all the things, both good and bad, and she's probably, how will I put it, when you eat so much you are satisfied and luxurious food become mundane to you and you are like, kind of thing. And also the scars that she has acquired along the way, the bad experience with men and different kind of things. So she has experienced it all. She's sacrificing nothing. So this is not something that I will say I will shame, but at the same time, I will not praise it. I will praise it to an extent, not fully, but it's like, it's a good thing she's doing, but there is no sacrifice in this. It has no sacrifice. So the guy coming into your life will not be like, oh, she kept herself for me. Oh no, this woman is special. No, you should have kept yourself in your 30s, in your 20s, when it was hard. In your 50s, it's like, yeah, we expect you to keep yourself. What do you, it's like, we expect you to be blue. Why are you telling us that being blue is hard? No, so whichever guy that will meet you will most likely be a guy like you that has that's wild, that has experienced the world, that's also coming back to his senses. That's the only thing you should hope for, not all this fantasy that you're looking for. But regardless, I still commend her for at least not continuing in her stubbornness. But this is not something we praise with high glory. No, it's just mundane. So let's just move on.
So a lot of people got mad at me because I said a man's loyalty isn't worth as much if that man doesn't have options with women. So riddle me this: how can a man say that he is fasting if he does not have access to food? Well, then that man is not fasting. That man is starving. How can a man say that he is peaceful if he's too weak to even be able to think about enacting violence on another person? that man is not peaceful. That man is simply weak. See, the value of your restraint is directly tied to your ability to not exercise that restraint. If you have no choice, then your restraint holds no value. But the man who has options, who has choices, and chooses not to partake, he is the man whose restraint truly holds value. He is the man who has shown discipline. The one who can but won't. Not the man who can't and doesn't.
What this guy just said is basically similar to what I said about the lady that we just went past. If you don't have the power to do something, you cannot then glory in restraint. You can't glory in the fact that you don't do something that is bad when you don't have the ability to do that thing that is bad. So, oh, I'm so pious. I'm not a glutton. I don't eat much. I don't club. I don't do anything. I'll go and check your bank account. Ability and power is a very tempting thing. You think you have restraint until you have money and you see that girl that you think you have, but you know she's a prostitute and you still want to have her. Restraint is hard. You know all the things to do to get money, but you know the vast majority of them will involve you scamming people and also taking advantage of other organizations or people in general. But you don't do it. Like me now, I'm a software engineer. I know things to do to make money every day. I just don't do them. Why? Because I won't sleep well at night. And in the case of money, there was a stage in my life, if I had money, I would have been wayward. It took God to transform my heart to reach the point where I was ready for money. So people should not be like, oh, I'm faithful to my wife because I don't look at any other women, blah blah blah. There are some people, if you have money now, you will go and cheat on your wife. You will go and cheat on your wife, as in nothing will stop you because you don't have any restriction anymore. So as much as possible for us people, guys, we should always remember our weaknesses. When we have power, we have the ability to do evil, great evil. The Bible says, let he who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. Don't go and rest on your own strength, but recognize it, understand where you are weak, and pray for strength. Discipline yourself to be strong. Remove things from your life that will make you weak in those areas. Don't wait till you have the ability to do them before you then fall. So please, don't glory in restraining yourself in things you don't have the ability to do. You might as well fall when you get the ability.
Every single day I have to live with the consequences of choosing the wrong man to father my daughter. I really want younger women to understand just how sacred their wombs are and to protect them, because most men simply aren't worth creating life with. Please, I repeat, please protect your futures and do not let a temporary bond lead to a lifetime of struggle.
Nothing bad was said here. Everything she said was truth. I respect her. Don't let that fling ruin your life. This goes for both guys and girls. Once the child comes in, you are stuck for about 18 to 20 years old. Always ask yourself, is this woman a woman I want to have my child? Or ask yourself as a woman, is this man a man I want to have his children? If the answer is no, run away. Forget about, oh, he looks good, I want to have his children. No, that's not what I'm saying. When the children comes, things get bad. Do I want this person around me? Don't ever think things will be good. Always do it in the way where things are bad. Ask yourself, do I want this person around me? If the answer is no, run! Get to the chopper!
And to the men that pick up the pieces so effortlessly, to those kids, man that donated that sperm, let me tell you something. You, no excuses. Love that child like your own. Stepped up to the plate with no hesitation.
No excuses. Now me put the begin there.
Picked up every single fucking piece. Picked up
Why is the pressure more on the man?
every single piece.
Stepdads aren't getting the honor and the leeway that they deserve. So this is the thing that's going on, because the more the kids see you not respecting this parent, because he is a parent, stepdads are parents. The children see you disagree with him on things and you're out of alignment, they tend to not respect him as a father. So please make sure you're honoring and respecting and uplifting those that come alongside you to help you with your children
Thank you.
that didn't even help you make them.
So you stepped up to the plate and you're raising kids that you didn't create. The kids love you, you love them. But if their mother is neglecting her responsibilities and treating you as if this is what you're supposed to be doing. Now, if you're with the woman, you should love her kids. Cool. But that does not give her the right to treat you like shit. Take a hell of a man to step up to the plate and do that for kids he didn't create.
This message is for all the bonus dad that's really out here stepping behind their stepkids. And I mean stumping the yard. Somebody that loves and cares for both you and your child. Because we are a package. And I know that has to take a lot for somebody to step into somebody else's life and take care of somebody else's child. But that's how you separate a man from a real man.
I don't like this thing where you are trying to praise somebody, but you end up insulting every other person. What is a man from a real man? It's just annoying. Very, very annoying. A man who chooses to be with a woman with child is no greater than another man that says, nope, I can't fight this battle. They are equally commendable. So we don't then say this one that took children is greater than this one. No, there are reasons, there are different factors that you don't see. E.g., there are women that some men can never get access to. No matter how they try, they can never get access to this type of women if they are single. Why? Because these women have a lot of options and gifts thrown at them and attention. It's like they are just inaccessible. If you are not rich, tall, handsome, powerful, these women will not even give you the time of day. But if those women get knocked up by those rich, powerful and strong guys and they have children, one, or maybe they still think, oh, I have hope, they get second one, they'll be like, okay, I need to humble myself and these children need to eat. I can't do this on my own. I need a husband. And another guy be like, whoa, there's no way I could have gotten this woman single. And he comes into the picture, be like, okay, there's danger here, but I'm willing to suffer it because of this woman. That guy has weighed his option. But the other guy is like, nope, I don't care how beautiful she is. I want my own progeny. I don't have the mental strength to take care of another man's child. They are not the same, and we should not say one is greater than the other. Maybe his act may seem noble, but there's always some form of selfishness to it. It is still noble, but it is also noble to raise your own children. So I don't like this thing where people just say, oh, this one is fathering another, okay, he's better, he's a real man than this other one that wants his own children. That's very insulting. Don't say that thing near me. I will fight you. I don't care if you are my sister or you are my relative. I will fight you. Don't ever say that nonsense beside me.
Does anyone know where to find a man who actually likes women? Like, I don't mean wants to fuck women. I don't mean enjoys what women can offer to him. I mean, where are the men that actually like women? Like, look at women as a gender and think, wow, women have so much that they offer to the world. Like, I just don't think they exist. I really don't. And like, there used to be men who liked women, who appreciated what women brought to the world, and I just don't know where they went.
They exist, but they are running away from you. That's the thing. They are either married, minding their own business, or looking for reasonable women. They are most likely married. The people you are seeing are probably just enjoying themselves and smashing anything they want to smash. Where are the men that appreciate women for just being women? They exist. I exist. The problem is modern women hate the fact that we like them. The reason why men like women, that ability, that thing that they do, that they embody, they hate it now. The bulk of modern women hate being mothers. They see taking care of their home as slavery. If they are in a home where they do all the chores and all the nurturing chores, they feel they are being oppressed and their husband is taking advantage of them. They don't see their men as lords over them. They hate everything that men love about them. So you don't expect a man to just like a woman for being woman. The same way you don't expect a man to like for just being man. That man has duties. If he doesn't do that duties, you don't have any obligation to like him. So a man has no loyalty to any woman that is not under him. And you as a woman, your loyalty should be the man that you submit to. It should be to the man that you submit to. Men like women. Women just don't like the thing that men like about them anymore. That's the issue. Where are all the men? Where are they? They are there. Show us the reason to like you. We don't have problem. Anyhow though, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys and gals here next time. Until the next one, please like, share, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys and gals on the next one. Bye-bye.